And the formula for the condition of power consists of this. The first step is, don't disconnect. Many people don't know that, but then few people have truly been in power. Those who have been know that when they rise up into power and then come back to the people who've helped them get to power, the people would stop communicating with them. Usually people understand it like this. I have to not disconnect. I have to keep these connections in order not to catch the star virus or something of the sort. So, don't catch the star virus. That's more or less how they understand that phrase and that step of the condition. That's totally off. Even if a person doesn't have the star virus, he will find that people have stopped communicating to him, because a great many of them are now timid in his presence, and it's these exact people who helped him get to power. And if he doesn't take the effort to re-establish the communication lines, then he won't have these lines and he will lose his power. And as you see, my friend, we're back to communication lines. Communication lines is what the condition of non-existence started with, and it's what the top of the conditions peaks at. So, it's a sacred thing. Communications play like a recurring motif all the way through the condition formulas. And you could say that this is sort of like a launch pad for a new level of activity. I would say that it's a foundation. I would say it's a foundation. And when you reach power, then here's the first step. Don't disconnect. You approach the people whom you work with, the ones that helped you come up, and seeing their timidity, and if you do come into power, you will see their timidity. You will pull yourself together and you will help them get over the strain of talking to you. Now, because you have a totally new status, it's as if people started to distance themselves from you on their own, and you find yourself in a vacuum because they think, now he flies high, he is in different waters now, he's not interested in me, he'll probably forget all about me now. It isn't you who disconnected from him, it is he who disconnected from you. That's what happens. And when you rise up with someone else's help, then don't forget to raise these people up with you. That is the first step of the power formula, and it's quite humane. The second step consists of this. If you kept your communication lines, if you strengthened all that had to be strengthened, and now your statistic is rising up at the top, ever so evenly, and you're at a brand new level of income, or whatever amount of something you're counting, then you will have to prepare the transfer of your post. At some point, you're going to find out that you're bored. You'll lose interest in that game. You reached all that could be reached. The goal has been realized. By the way, if we take statistics now, let's take a look at the graph. Power is not just a statistic that came up to an incredibly high level. That would simply be affluence. Some people think that if week after week or month after month the statistic is in affluence and has risen ever so high, but is still indicating a steep surge up, then that's power. No, they have to apply the affluence formula. Power is a statistic with a normal operation trend on a brand new level, so high that it's much higher than sufficient. Look here, do you see that there is a difference between the level of sufficiency and the level where your statistic is now rising? And it's this difference that provides you with that safety cushion that you gently fall into if ever any problems arise. It's that difference that makes for the power. If you raise a level of sufficiency with insane expenditures or whatever else, with unimaginable obligations to a level where it's actually rising, it won't be power, it'll only be normal operation. Power is defined by that difference, and by the level. It's a brand new level. It's much higher than sufficiency. It has nothing to do with you being stingy so that, God forbid, you don't spend something extra. No, you have enough of it all, while at the same time the amount of whatever it is that you are counting is many times greater than what you need. That would be power. That's the way it is evaluated by a statistic. And the second step, there are only 2 steps in the power formula. The second step is that you describe your whole post. You have to describe all the successful actions, transfer it all down on paper, remember everything that you did to get up into power, recall all the connections, all the people who helped you rise up, and transfer all that down onto paper. You have to make a complete description. After that, it wouldn't be a bad idea to find a candidate who would replace you. You bring a person in and you teach him how to be your deputy. Possibly you're not yet bored playing this game and you'd like to play it another 10 years. But you have to get everything ready and organize everything so that any moment that you feel like you're bored, you can pass these functions over. You can pass the hat over. You can put the hat on the new person and he would do it now instead of you. You'd have to make sure that he knows how to do it in your presence. You teach him, and when he's already in the know, you take a step back and check if he can do it independently. And if he can, then you can confidently go on and play a new game. And what do you think your condition will be, my friend, in that new game? I guessed already. You guessed it? It'll be non-existence. And you're totally right. And that is when this system of formulas is completed, and that's the end of the game. The main prize at the end of the game is a new game, not the pies or the prizes or the riches that you get when you're in power. That gets old soon. It's only tinsel. But the most interesting thing is a new game that starts after. And you do the power formula to enable yourself to play a new game. The trap there is that you will slide back. You will lose what you have and go flying back down the stairs if you don't do the formula. There are so few people who have reached power, and of those who have, very few have applied the formula correctly. So, look at this. Sometimes people do reach power, but they lose it all over the place. And it pains me to see that. Well, alright. This is what I found in that library, and that is what you have in your folder. Isn't that information priceless? It's very valuable information, and our clients will be happy. I think they'll be more than happy. I think this will save their lives, possibly their fate, and possibly that will help them reorganize their business in such a way that sooner or later they will reach power. By the way, Mr. Ron Hubbard, the person who wrote this, stated that just the use of these formulas by itself, step by step, without changing the sequence and without missing anything, will lead to expansion regardless. Even if you apply them without any sort of brilliant variations, it will still lead to expansion. Sooner or later, but you will come up with conditions. But if you apply them brilliantly, then expansion will be swift and you can reach power very quickly. And there are some young people who have flown up quite quickly and have stayed there. These are few, but they exist and have done it. They've had enough intuition. Well, they are geniuses. They were able to do it anyway. But now, with these formulas, anyone can do it. Brilliant work, my friend. I'm greatly satisfied that we have accomplished this together. Thank you, sir.